about a year ago, I did a short video when I first purchased this here Bauer Harbor Freight tool bag, and I said after I used it for a little while, I'll come back to it and let you guys know what's going on. The video that I'm talking about is a short video. I'll see if I can link it just so you can see the original video. But yeah, so I've used it. It's getting close to a year. I think actual year would be beginning of January, and it's going to be cold, and I'm not going to want to do this in January. So we'll call it a 10-month review or 11-month. I don't know. I'm not good with math. So yeah, let's get into this, and I give you the pros, the cons, and what I generally think about it and how it's useful. And while we're at it, we'll do a little video on we'll call them to-go tools. Something I've just recently adopted, tools that I don't use necessarily all the time, but I'm starting to put them in their own little groups, we'll say. So when I need that particular tool, I can just grab it and go and not have to dig through the drawers and get the different pieces of the thing that I need. So yeah, let's get into that. So, I mean, as you can see, just by the dirt on the thing, it's been used. So I definitely got a good bit of mileage into it. So I think this will be a pretty decent review. Or opinion, I guess, however you want to put it. We'll start off with the one thing that actually bothers me with this guy, and it goes back here. The part back here that actually protects the handle system. If you can see down here, see how it stops right here. Going up steps, it's fine. So you could just drag this right up the steps, and that's fine. The problem is with this little bump right here going down steps, you really got to lay the thing back, or it grabs every step and it becomes a pain in the ass. So that's one thing I can complain about it. Aside from that, I honestly thought that usually when I've had these style extendable handles on tool bags in the past, this was the piece that actually would go, and it's held up pretty good. No bends. It works just as good as the first time I got it, so that is not bad. I do have a couple of, here, let me reposition here. Down here in this pocket, I got a little bit of a blowout. That was from a screwdriver. I could kind of take credit for that one. And over here in this pocket, you can see I'm actually punching a screwdriver through that hole as we speak. So aside from that, that's about the only complaints I really have with this bag. So let's reconfigure the camera here and pull everything out of it so you kind of see the kind of storage you would get with this thing. So there we go. These are the tools I use on a somewhat regular basis that I keep in this bag. For those of you who don't know, this is, I probably should have said at the beginning, I'm a field mechanic, so most of the time I'm not working out of my van per se or next to my van. I'm usually taking tools into a warehouse where I'm working on a forklift. So that's why I need all this. I mean, looking at it all laid out like this, it kind of stands to reason why that freaking bag is so damn heavy. But yeah, this is about it. And I said I got some oddball stuff, a couple of impact sockets, for wheels, things like that. 1/4 inch with a 10mm on it. You always need one of those kicking around. Screwdrivers, of course. Hex socket head hex drivers, or Allen keys, if you will. Spring clamps, things like that. Your pliers, snap ring pliers. I do have some punches that I use on a regular basis. It's kind of a hodgepodge of not complete stuff. I mean, aside from like the wrenches and things like that, but like I said, it's just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff that I use on a regular basis that I keep in the bag, so I don't have to come running back and forth to my van, which is always a bonus. So yeah, I mean, it holds a lot of shit. It's definitely heavy. I mean, I wouldn't want to be the guy humping this up a ladder if you're like an HVAC guy that's working on a roof, but I mean, just for the rolling aspect of it, I mean, it works. So we'll take all this stuff, we'll stick it back in there, and I'll show you the next on-the-go style case that I use. So now getting into, I guess it would be my least frequent go bag, which is not actually a bag, it's kind of a box. This is basically where I keep all my handsets and my cabling for hooking up the forklifts. This would be your 8 series IC handset, TWC checker. These are for more of your 6 and 7 series hookups for IC trucks. I got my JLG handset for hooking up to boom lifts, scissor lifts, JLG stuff, and some other miscellaneous cabling. I believe that's a Genie cable. I don't even know why I have that, because I don't have the program to use it. This would be for hooking up to the 7 series Vortec GM engine that Toyota used to use. They don't use that anymore. They replaced it with a big old 4-cylinder, which, in my opinion, is actually a lot better than that old Vortec. And yeah, that's about it for this case. So these are the latest addition to my tool storage, and that's these Tac Tote cases. These were actually sent to me by a subscriber, and these are the owner of the company, very passionate about his product, and he should be, because it's very nice. He specializes in first responders, SWAT, things like that, and it's just basically grab and go, and he thought maybe I could use this for tools, and it turns out I actually could. This actually comes in really handy, and what I do is basically, well, actually I have a third one, and that one is currently sitting in New Jersey on a forklift that I was working on, because I forgot to grab it and I left it there. So next week I'll have to grab it when I come back. But the nice thing about these is that I actually can take things like, say if I got a soldering job, you know, I got all the stuff I use for soldering in here, soldering irons, a little butane torch, solder, things like that. And if I know I got a soldering job, instead of having to dig through the toolbox to get all the little pieces out that I need, I just got this, and I keep it magnetized to the bulkhead, so when I need it I just grab it, throw it in the bag, and I'm good to go. And also it's nice too, because I could stick it to the side of the forklift I'm working on, and it gives me a little handy carrying case. And this other one, I keep my power probe. This actually came with a case, but it's a big bulky blow mold case, and it takes up too much space. And again, it's nice because I use this not frequently, but somewhat frequently, and when I need it I just grab it and go. This last case is kind of a duffel bag style. I keep jumper cables in here, or not jumper cables like you would jump your car, but jumper cables for like doing electronic diagnostics with the alligator clips, back probe pins, all the miscellaneous stuff that I need on a regular basis for diagnosing electronic stuff. He also has this little guy here. This is completely not the intended use of this thing, but yeah, I just got a battery strap from my drones, and I wrapped this around it for my little infrared thermometer here. And this is like another one of those things where I don't use it that often, so it gets lost in the drawer, so when I need it I can't find it. And yeah, this is nice because I just keep it clipped onto here, and it's there when I need it. The multimeter bag that I'm currently hoping is going to be where I left it when I go back to it next week. That I just keep the multimeter, the leads, and the different lead attachments that I keep in it. And that one I use all the time. I just, like I said, it's there when I need it. I grab it and I take off with it. These are actually, believe it or not, 100% made in the United States. And yeah, nice quality. They're good for holding tools, obviously. Or if you have, you know, a couple AR mags, you wanna keep keep it at the go. Yeah, I like these. These are very nice. I will link to the website in the description if you guys want to check these out, either for tools or for your other needs. Now, last but not least, I got my brake job bag. This is just a DeWalt bag I got with some random tool a while back. I was using one of those crappy Harbor Freight bags, and it's falling apart, so we'll give this one a try for a while. Basically what I keep in here, I don't know if you didn't know, most forklifts still use drum brakes. So you need all the drum brake stuff. These are for pulling the axles out, pulling the hubs off. And then you have your standard spring removers, spring installers, adjuster pry bars or spoons. It's a smaller one. I usually use that one, and another spring installer. I will say this bag, I mean, it's a little empty, this bag, for how big it is, but normally when I'll do a brake job, I will actually throw a couple of cans of brake clean in here, shop towels, pig mat, things like that. So when I actually do use it, I fill it up. So there you go. Harbor Freight bag, 2 thumbs up. I got a year into it. I'm definitely going to get another year out of it. 2-3 years for me for a tool bag is reasonable in my estimation. So I'm definitely going to get at least another 2 years out of it. This particular bag, Home Depot sells under the Husky brand. I don't know if it's just rebranded. You know, whatever factory in China makes these things put Husky instead of Bauer on the front of it. As far as I can see, they're basically the exact same bag. Even the pockets seem like they're about the same. The Husky one is $10 to $20 more. When I was shopping for it a year ago, everything's gotten more expensive, so God knows what it is. But I will try to find the original product number for this, and I'll drop it in the description. If you're looking for it, you can find it. And yeah, the lights went out in the van. Yeah, but yeah, I definitely can say that I would recommend this. I mean, I use this on a daily basis. I abuse it, I use it, and it aside from a couple of little holes in that little goofy thing on the back for going down steps, it seems like it's decent enough. Tac Tote, again, great product, American made. Some people get upset when I say it doesn't have to be made in America to be good, but I kind of live in America, and any company that will sacrifice cheapness to make a product in a country that's not run by authoritarians is okay by me. And for me, that's worth the extra couple of bucks to spend. And these are definitely a quality product, whether you're using them for tool storage or for, like I said, smoke grenades, AR, magazines. But I will link their website in the description and the proper names for these things that I have here. I would like to do those off the top of my head, but I'm the type of person who forgets your name while you're shaking your hand. So again, they're not sponsored. The only people who sponsor me are you fine folks that watch my videos and watch the ads. So there's that. Yeah, so we went over on-the-go type tools. I get a lot of guys in my comments, guys or girls, I really can't tell by your icon, but yeah, I got a lot of people in my comments saying, you know, I'm coming out of the shop, a lot of guys coming from automotive onto heavy equipment, and asking about how to set up your van and how to do things. And this is one thing I've started adapting over the years. Is nothing I hate more than having to dig for a tool that I need. It usually happens with tools that are infrequently used, And I'm finding now if I put those type of tools all together in their own little case, when I need them, I can find them. And like I said, it makes just life easier. Nothing's worse than having to dig for something that you know that you have. And yeah, that's been working out good for me lately, and it definitely lowers the frustration while you're working on the roads. So yeah, that's about it for me. Any questions, as always, drop them down in the comments, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. And thanks for watching, guys. And girls, I don't know. I mean, I got to be honest with you. My analytics says that 98% of you guys are guys. And I think the other 2% are people who didn't want to watch my video and accidentally subscribed to me. So take that for what it is. But a little tangent there. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.